You are staring at the screen. Your stomach feels like it's tied in a knot, and your palms are sweating. You refresh the page, hoping it's a glitch, but the number hasn't changed. It is 0, or close enough to 0 that it might as well be. You just blew the account. Again, you feel that mix of shame, anger, and the desperate urge to deposit more money right now to fix it. Do not do that. Stop. Take your hand off the mouse. Give me the next 30 days, and I will show you how to rebuild not just the money, but the mind that lost it. Welcome back to the channel. If you are watching this, you probably just had one of the worst days of your trading career. I want you to know something important right now. You are not stupid. You are not broken. You are just biologically overwhelmed. We need to talk about what is happening inside your brain at this exact moment, because understanding the science is the only way to stop the spiral. When you lose a significant amount of money, your amygdala, the primitive threat detection center of your brain, hijacks the system. It floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline. You are literally in fight or flight mode. The problem is that you cannot fight the market, and you cannot run away from a loss that has already happened. So your brain glitches. It screams at you to do something to resolve the threat. This is why you feel that overwhelming compulsion to revenge trade. It is not greed. It is your brain trying to lower its cortisol levels by fixing the error. But here is the hard truth. You cannot fix a financial problem with a broken psychological tool. If you try to trade today or even tomorrow, you will lose the rest. I promise you that. You need a protocol. You need a system to reboot your hardware. We are going to spend the next 30 days rebuilding you from the ground up. This isn't about getting rich quick. This is about survival. For the first week, days 1 through 7, you are not allowed to trade. I know you hate hearing that. You feel like you are losing time. You think that every day you aren't in the market is a missed opportunity. But you have to understand that your dopamine receptors are fried. Trading is highly addictive because of the variable rewards. It is the same mechanism as a slot machine. When you win, you get a hit of dopamine. When you lose, you actually get a spike in dopamine too, because your brain anticipates the potential for a comeback. You have been riding a chemical roller coaster, and right now, you are crashing. If you look at a chart right now, you won't see data. You won't see support or resistance. You will only see your pain and your hope projected onto candles. You are hallucinating patterns because you are desperate for a win. So for the next 7 days, you are going to go cold turkey. You need to uninstall the trading apps from your phone, close the brokerage tab on your browser. You need to let your baseline dopamine levels reset. This week is going to be boring. It is supposed to be boring. You are going to feel an itch to check the markets at the open. You will wonder what gold or the S&P 500 is doing. When you feel that urge, I want you to physically stand up and walk away from the computer. Go for a run, read a book, do anything that is low stimulation. We are trying to starve the addiction so that the logic can return. You cannot analyze data when you are emotional, and you are currently an emotional raw nerve. By day 4 or 5, the fog will start to lift. You will sleep better. The urgency will fade. You will realize that the market will still be there next week and the week after that. The market isn't going anywhere. It is a river that flows forever. You don't need to jump in when you are drowning. When you enter the second week, days 8 through 14, things change. Your head is clearer now. The panic has subsided. Now, we have to do the hardest part. We have to look at the body. We have to look at the crime scene. Most traders blow accounts and then immediately try to forget it happened. They treat it like a bad dream. They deposit more money and say they will just be more careful this time. That is a lie. If you don't look at the data, you are doomed to repeat it. For these 7 days, you are still not trading. Instead, you are becoming a data scientist. You are going to download your trade history from the broker. You are going to export it to a spreadsheet. I want you to go through every single trade you took in the last month leading up to the blowup. You need to categorize them. This is not about shaming yourself. This is about data. You need to ask yourself if it was a strategy failure or a discipline failure. A strategy failure means you followed your rules perfectly, but the market conditions changed or your edge stopped working. If you lost money because you took 5 valid setups and they all failed, that is a math problem. We can fix math problems. But usually, it is a discipline failure. Did you move your stop loss? Did you average down into a loser? Did you take a trade just because you were bored? Did you oversize? You need to tag every trade. Be honest. Nobody else is going to see this. If you broke your rules, write it down. Just admit that you moved your stop because you were scared, or you doubled your size because you were angry. You will likely find a pattern. The Pareto principle applies here. 80% of your losses probably came from 20% of your behaviors. Maybe you are great in the morning, but you give it all back during the lunch hour. Maybe you are excellent at buying dips, but terrible at shorting tops. You might discover that if you just removed one specific behavior, like trading after a certain time of day, you wouldn't have blown the account. This realization is powerful. It shifts you from feeling like a failure to feeling like a person with a specific fixable leak in their game. By the end of week 2, you shouldn't feel emotional about the loss anymore. You should feel clinical. You are a mechanic looking at a broken engine. You know exactly which piston fired at the wrong time. We are halfway through the protocol now. You have detoxed your brain and you have analyzed your data. For days 15 through 21, we build the new system. You are still not trading with real money yet. I know, patience is painful. But we are building a fortress here, not a tent. This week is about risk management mathematics. The reason you blew your account is almost certainly because your position sizing was too big for your psychological tolerance. There is a concept in psychology called the threshold of pain. Everyone has a dollar amount where they stop making rational decisions and start making emotional ones. For a billionaire, losing $10,000 feels like nothing. For you, it might trigger a panic attack. When you blew your account, you were trading above your threshold. You were trading size that made your heart race. We need to calculate your risk of ruin. This is a statistical probability that you will lose your entire account based on your win rate and risk-reward ratio. If you are risking 5% of your account on a single trade, your risk of ruin is astronomically high. You only need a losing streak of 10 trades to lose half your money. And everyone has a losing streak of 10 trades eventually. For this week, you are going to write a new business plan. You are going to define your max risk per trade. It needs to be boringly small, 1%, maybe even 0.5%. I want you to write down exactly what your setup looks like. Print out charts of your best trades from the past and tape them to your wall. This is your playbook. You are only allowed to trade these specific setups. You are also going to implement a circuit breaker. This is a rule that saved my career. It is simple. If you lose a certain amount in a day, you are done. You physically cannot trade anymore. You walk away. You live to fight another day. By the end of week 3, you have a plan. You have rules. You have a safety net. You are ready to get back in the cockpit, but we aren't going to full throttle yet. Welcome to the final stretch, days 22 to 30. You have waited 21 days for this. It is time to execute. But listen to me carefully. You are not trying to make money this week. You are trying to make good decisions. There is a huge difference. We are going to use a concept from weightlifting called progressive overload. You don't walk into the gym after an injury and try to bench press your personal best. You start with the empty bar. You focus on form. For these last 10 days, you are trading minimum size. If you trade stocks, maybe you trade one share. If you trade futures, you trade the micros. If you trade crypto, you use a tiny fraction of a coin. The dollar amount does not matter. The P&L is irrelevant. You could make $5 or lose $5. Who cares? The goal is to execute your plan perfectly. Did you wait for the setup? Did you place your stop loss immediately? Did you accept the outcome without getting angry? Every time you execute a trade correctly according to your plan, you get a check mark. You are rebuilding trust with yourself. When you blew your account, you broke a promise to yourself. You told yourself you would be disciplined, and you weren't. You lost confidence in your own word. The only way to get that confidence back is to keep small promises. You say you won't move your stop loss, and then you don't move it. That is a win. Even if the trade loses money, the psychological rep is a win. You are rewiring your brain to associate dopamine with good execution rather than making money. This is the secret of professional traders. They get satisfaction from following their process. The money is just a byproduct. If you feel the urge to size up because the wins are too small, stop. That is the addict talking again. Recognize that voice. Laugh at it. Tell it that we are lifting the empty bar right now because we are professionals. So you made it. 30 days. You have detoxed, analyzed, planned, and practiced. You are ready to scale up slowly. I want to leave you with one final thought. There is no such thing as a wasted loss if you learn from it. In this business, we don't call them losses. We call them tuition. You just paid a very expensive tuition fee to the University of the Market. The question is, did you attend the class? Did you take notes? Or did you just pay the fee and skip the lecture? If you followed this protocol, you got your money's worth. You learned more about your psychology, your risk tolerance, and your flaws in the last 30 days than you did in the previous year of winning. The money can be earned back. The market prints billions of dollars every single day. There is no shortage of money. There is only a shortage of patience and discipline. You are still here. You are still standing. That means you have a chance. Take it slow. Forgive yourself for the past. Focus on the next trade. Just one good trade, then the next one. If you found value in this protocol and you are committed to the 30-day reset, do me a favor. Hit the like button. It helps the algorithm, but it also tells me that you are taking this seriously. Subscribe if you want more science-based approaches to trading, because we are going to go deep into the psychology of high performance in the coming weeks. Drop a comment below and tell me day one. I want to see who is starting the journey today. I'll see you in the next video. Keep your head up. You've got this. Remember, the goal isn't to never fall. It's to have a system for getting back up. Trade safe.